Hello and welcome. My name is Esther. So today we're just going to be looking at, oh my gosh, what you need to do in regards to facing your fears. So if you've been just feeling like really scared and uncertain in the direction forward, we're going to look at that today. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so collective, first and foremost, three very valuable and important cards came through. So you've got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and Nine of Wands. So we'll get clarifiers for these. However, first and foremost, collective, if you're facing your fears in regards to entrepreneurialships, where you want to go and what it is that you're feeling, quite frankly, terrified to step into because it's quite new. First and foremost, you got this grounding of the intuition in the essence of the Page of Cups, right? So the Page of Cups, it is a Piscean card, and in fact, you've got a couple Piscean cards here. This is a lot to do with like love and comfort. The Page of Cups is a lot to do with like kindness and intuition, but grounding it back into solidifying, where are you feeling like grounded in your good ideas, right? Because you are most likely a very sensitive and authentic and perhaps feeling a little more introverted soul at the moment. And this is where like Spirit is saying like, you may need to get quiet, right? Get back into that dream state, right? Because this is where your psychic, emotional, and imaginative elements are coming back into harmony within your heart and back into grounding within your essence. Because you are quite psychic. You are very youthful and energetic in your spirit. And that is such a beautiful and brilliant balance to be very like childlike and playful and to really hold aspirations and dreams and imaginations is such a gift, because I always say to the people that I love, like, never stop playing, always dream big, and continue to have joy, fun, and play, right? Because that's where you obtain the energy for that like emotional intelligence, and also about really forging forth into your dreams and your manifestations. And because when we're children, we're unaffected about the external world, right? Like everyone that puts expectations on us, whether it's culture or economics or social statuses or family or your interpersonal relationships that are like, you have to be this to be worthy, or you're only valuable because you obtain this amount of income. Well, now it's like, no, it's about regrounding that rooted chakra back into that dream state of like imagining and dreaming up the best possible world for you without all the limited beliefs, right? With all the anxieties or fears or elements that really honestly come through what we learn over time, right? Because we obtain opinions of others and expectations of others, and we feel like, oh, I have to do this or I need to be that to be valuable or hold worth. And it's like coming home to the child self, right? Coming home to that dream state, that gratitude, that I can, and this is amazing, and anything is possible, and let's have fun and joy and play and laughter and celebration and dance and movement. So maybe actually you need to dance And honestly, free dance is such an amazing element in removing blocked energy, right? Really coming back to that creative center, the sacral chakra, right? Your glow up, essentially. So you're most likely, starseed, coming into a glow up energy. And this is where Spirit is saying, reground this Page of Cups, where you feel this love and this comfort and this kindness and this intuition reestablished within your body, right? Because you're quite frankly, most likely, highly sensitive, highly intuitive, highly gifted in your own right. And your gifts are needed on the planet now more than ever. And this is where you need to ground them into reality. You need to establish these elements of your joy, your aspirations, your beliefs, and your gifts, so that they can be received by those who are waiting for them, who need them now more than ever. Because if you're a light worker and you're a dreamer and you are a creative mind and you are here to bring the new, you're vital to humanity's forward movement. So next to that, and mind you, before we go into the next card, I'm just going to get a little clarifier on this intuition. Okay. Yeah, Four of Swords. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Okay. Wow. First and foremost, most importantly, you got the Four of Swords, right? So this is self-nurture. This is re-nurturing the inner child. This is re-cocooning yourself and self-nurturing back into a lot of like inner child work, honestly. This is probably what you're working on the most right now, is coming back home to your truest self, to your inner child, to your playful, creative, imaginative, sweet, and the dream state, right? When we're children, we're just like so sweet, and it's like anything is possible, and I can do it, and I believe in you, and I believe in all this forward movement. So it's like very cocooning in healing the heart, right? Healing your heart, healing your relationship with self, healing your inner child, coming back home to the true essence of you. That's honestly what's going to establish and propel your intuitive capacities forward. And also the magic that you actually always came to bring to the planet, because we are always born whole. We are always born beautiful, miraculous, whole, inspired, and brilliant. It is only through the learning, through life circumstances, that really starts to, I guess, kind of cloud or alter or diminish or change what we truly want or need, or even who we really are. So the other clarifiers is that you've got the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, King of Swords. Powerful. First and foremost, with the Five of Wands, very much like feeling like you're climbing, like you're struggling, like this fire energy of like, how the F do I get there? How do I do it? How do I get this clarity? And Spirit's like, you need to come back home to you. The clarity will come when you come back home to you. Reground yourself. Come back to the child self. Nurture the self, right? Follow that intuitive, grounded capacity of knowing you are safe, secure, you are protected, you are valuable, you are harmonious, so that you don't constantly feel like there's this fight to like, you have nothing to prove. You just need to be you so you can shine out your light and really obtain the success that you were always meant to hold and obtain. Because with this Five of Cups, it's like grieving what was, right? Grieving the past, grieving all the conditioning that was placed on you, right? Because you really need to come back home to your true self, which is your child self. And you have to let go of what you had learned along the way. And that can be immensely painful because it's like peeling off the masks of inauthenticity to come home to your authentic self. And that is terrifying, especially if you're a people pleaser, especially if you are a starseed that is immensely empathetic and you hold a career aspiration that is really here to help and aid humanity in a certain way, or the earth in a certain way. So like perhaps you're a healer or a practitioner or a social media element or a way shower for the light of the forward movement of the evolution of the earth. All these elements that we've learned over time where people said, oh, you were stupid, or how do you think you're capable, or no, you can't do that, or all these elements that streamed into your subconscious of your worth and your value that diminished you in some form, some sense, you're letting that go. And it's a grieving process because you're letting go of the inauthentic old self, the false self. And you're unlearning all the conditioning that honestly kept you small and kept you hidden, feeling less than, feeling probably, quite frankly, really alone in the world. And you may have gone through depression, because depression is a disconnection from self, right? So you're coming home back to your true, genuine, authentic self. It's like a brand new liberation. However, there's a grieving process to unlearn how you were conditioned and what was. And that's what brings you into the King. The King of Swords here, this is very earth spirit. This is a higher view. He's calm and he's standing on the top of a mountain, surrounded by all this angelic, higher knowledge, spiritual air energy. Air is very fast and forward movement. With the owl and the wisdom, seeing through the dark, the bat spirit as well, also being able to trust and see through the dark, see through the illusion, the delusion. The crow spirit, high intellect, high memory, high precision, higher view and sight. Also the dragonfly there, spiritual wisdom, spiritual forward movement, transformation. The dragonfly, I believe, and mind you, I could be wrong, but I believe the dragonfly actually holds water through their wings. A miraculous and unique and very rare element for any air energy to hold is water within it. So you have both this higher view, these new planted seeds, this calm within the storm, this calm certainty within the self, the higher view of the sword of knowledge and truth and higher purpose and discernment and integrity and wisdom behind your back. You hold this immense power of who you are. Incredible. After that, Starseed, you got the outpouring, right, with the Ace of Cups. And this is very higher wisdom, right? This is like an overpouring, an overflow of your spiritual wisdom. This is new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, love, happiness, joy. This is fertility. celebration, socializing in the right ways. This is heart opening. This is very high centered emotions. Spirit, any information clarifying? Thank you. Oh my gosh. I think one flipped over here too. Yeah, okay. Incredible, Starseed. So, oh my gosh, do not fear. Overcome your fears, because my gosh, you have this element of like this alchemy, this magic of when you come home to who you truly are, right? Like working with the inner child. This is where you have like an immense overpour of abundance, because you also have like this element of the Page of Cups. Like the Page of Cups is very otherworldly, right? Like there's an elevation here of this soul above, right? And then it's like when pigs can fly. It's like your manifestations and your highest aspirations and your dreams are literally coming into fruition. You are now free. It's like, I'm calm, I'm good, I'm by the water, I'm traveling, I'm in harmony, I'm in balance, I am liberated, I am completely within peace. Look at the breeze and the air and the flow of energy, this light source out of the chest, this elevation of the higher consciousness, this element of breaking free from the delusion and the illusion that we are so ingrained into within humanity, right? Within society, within the paradigm of being a human being. We forget so quickly our brilliant and liberated and fantastic, phenomenal essence of our divinity. And this is where you're breaking free. This is the outpouring. This is the inpouring of the higher consciousness, the higher divine self, your spirits, your guides, your guardians, but then this massive outpouring of your gifts, because you're coming home to you, right? You're coming home to the true essence of who you are within that liberation of, honestly, the inner child work, right? And aligning with the intuition. That's where you're elevated. That's where you come into this overpour of abundance, where others are like, oh, when pigs fly, right? Like that saying, it's like, how is that possible, right? And people may look at you being like, how the heck did you do it? You know, how did you move from where you were into where you are now with all of this abundance in all ways, this massive transformation? And you're going to say, well, it's because I came home and I did work into my authentic and true and pure self. I stepped out of the delusion, the illusion of the matrix, so to speak, and came home into the absolute liberation of this lifetime, this absolute freedom that I am capable of anything and everything. And I can outpour that to share it with others. I can outpour that to help others also obtain and retain their authenticity, their gifts, and their freedom, their liberation, their outpouring into who they are. Wow. Also clarifying, you've got justice. Temperance. It's funny that I said justice, because I feel like finally justice is happening for you, right? But within the temperance, this is very much Archangel Michael, right? This is wings of the angels. You've obtained your wings now. You've obtained your freedom. But you also have this balance of the sun and the moon, right? The yin and the yang, the light and the dark, gold and silver. So within the day and the night, within the spiritual as well as the grounded of the awakening, within the presence of each day, the moments, the grounded. This is very a calm card, right?
This is very liberated, calm, certain, steadfast. This is very much connected to Archangel Michael, right? The divine protector from the angelic realm. This is very much divinity and your spirit, your guides, your guardians telling you, you are so divinely protected on this path. You are divinely led. There is nothing to fear because there's no one and no thing that could ever take away your destiny, can ever take away your true essence of your soul spirit, the true essence of your divine, sweet child self. The part of you that dreams, the part of you that holds aspirations and gifts and believes in it so it can come to fruition. Spirit's trying to tell you, this is coming to fruition. Don't lose sight. Don't give up now. Keep going. Hold your true north. You are so close. Everything is about to inpour and literally become your greatest hopes, wishes, and dreams coming into fruition. So if you found this reading, if you resonate with this reading, this is an immense confirmation that yes, you're here now. Your time is now. This is a timeless reading. And on top of that, the chances of you even finding this reading are really, really slim to none because I am so brand new and unknown even on YouTube. So if you even found this, if this even resonates in any element, please comment a heart below just to let us know and to confirm to yourself, yes, I am ready. Yes, I accept. Yes, I know I'm worthy. Yes, I'm doing the inner child work. Yes, I am beginning to hold hope for myself again. I am beginning to dream big because I know I am divine. I know I am loved. I know I am worthy. I know that I am allowed to receive. I am allowed to be overwhelmingly joyous, free, loved, admired, prosperous. You are a gift. That is certain. Because after that, the last card you got was resilience with the Nine of Wands, right? The Nine of Wands is like, you have been going through this ongoing battle, this drained of energy. It's like, I'm nearly there, but I'm so exhausted. I've been doing this inner work. I've been, these ego deaths this year in 2025. I'm nearly there. I'm so close to success. I'm weary. I'm exhausted. I'm learning from my past failures. I'm trying my best to hold this strength. This is my last chance. This is like gathering your strength. This is learning from past failures. This is like, I'm so tired, but also knowing Spirit's like, you're so close. You are so close. Do not give up hope. Do not feel anything. You are resilient. And it's very sacral chakra orientated, right? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I forgot. Thank you, Spirit. This is human resilience, right? This is your courage, your strength. This is very center sun, solar plexus. Like this solar plexus is a lot to do with like will, ego, identity, right? I know who I am. I know my worth. I know my value. I know my destiny. I know who I am. I stand strong and integral in knowing who I am. Solar plexus energy. To confirm, my gosh, also orange solar plexus energy. Knight of Wands, right? Drumming to your own heartbeat, being that wild horse, holding that flame, right? Holding that inner fire, holding that resilience. gifting out to the world that new fire, that new found passion, aspirations, liberation. Spirit, any final advice for the starseeds? Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. It flew out and then landed behind something. I can't. I'm gonna forget that. It literally landed behind a heater. So, you know, like the wall heaters, there is no way I'm getting that card without ripping out this wall heater. Okay, if that is not a sign, I do not know what is. There is heat, there is passion, there is fire here, starseed. This is where it's like, hold your fire even in the unknown. Hold that passion even in the unknown. Even when it's difficult to see, even if it's within the dark, even if it's hidden, even if it becomes collapsed in a realm that you have to work for to reobtain. Just like I have to work for getting this card back out at the end of the reading, which I don't even know which card it was. It's like this element and the fact that it fell behind a space heater. There is so much fire and passion that is just waiting to burst out of you, waiting to be let free. You have been hiding in the shadows for far too long, Starseed. Any other clarifiers, Spirit, please? Thank you. Any final advice for the collective starseeds in regards to this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Any final advice? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, just one really solid card. 9 of Pentacles, exactly. You're nearly there. Nearly there. You may be seeing owls or owl spirits. You already have the wealth pouring in. You're there. You are now reaping the rewards. You are liberated. You are free. You have your guides, your guardians, your angels next to you. There is nothing to fear anymore. Come back home to your joy, your liberation, your honesty, your integrity, your wisdom, and your beauty, and especially all the colors, right? All the colors of your personality, all these wheels of beauty and change and forward movement. The joy, the liberation, reaching forth into what belongs for you, what is already yours, topped with the wisdom of the owl spirit, of this higher knowledge, this higher view, seeing through the dark, seeing through the illusions, and now coming home to your greatest and highest potential. Amazing. And with all this green, very heart orientated, heart energy, right? Precision. And also that she's in white, very divine, right? Very pure of heart. You're very pure of heart. And that is to be celebrated. Collect your wishes. Reach for those dreams. Allow it to pour in, knowing you are more than enough. You are valuable. Of course you're deserving. It's all here for you. Another amazing spread, and I thank you so much. Please like, share, comment if you would like. I am so brand new, so if you found this message, please share a heart or even your story if you're open to doing so in the comments below, because quite frankly, if this resonates with you, it's quite phenomenal and I would love to know, but also it's an affirmation for you to know, yes, I am deserving. Yes, I have been doing the inner child work. Yes, I am allowed to shine.
Yes, I am allowed to reap the rewards of my highest potential, all my success, my entrepreneurial gifts, and what you bring forth for the planet. The chances of you even finding this video are so rare. So please comment a heart if you've made it this long, because that in itself is a miracle, and that in itself holds such a high, phenomenal potential. So many blessings to you. Much love and light. Thank you.